About 2 years ago, I received a FaceTime call from my mother. She was at the bedside of Matt Hand, my childhood best friend, in the hospital at the University of San Diego, where he was recovering from brain cancer surgery. We had become estranged some 20 years prior, and I barely recognized the person on the screen. Bloated from steroids, with Frankenstein scars encircling his half-shaven head, Matt looked nothing like his old self. The few times he managed to speak, it was with the staccato monotone of a stroke victim. As soon as I hung up the phone, I booked a flight straight to San Diego. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. For 2 days, I did everything I could to make Matt's life a little better. I brought him pizza, salt bagels with cream cheese, cookies, cupcakes, and even pulled up some porn on my phone for him. The unkempt stubble on his face looked awful, so I offered to shave him a handlebar mustache. He consented, and I did my best to imbue him with a sort of Ron Jeremy chic. Bedridden and in and out of consciousness from all the drugs, Matt didn't do a lot of talking. But when I played Pink Floyd's The Wall for him on his little Bluetooth speaker, he started lip-syncing. I'll never forget watching him mouth words to Comfortably Numb. There is no pain. You are receding. A distant ship smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like 2 balloons. Now I've got that feeling once again. I can't explain. You would not understand. This is not how I am. A few months later, my mother told me that Matt was going into hospice. My son had just been born. And while I desperately wanted to fly out and see Matt, I couldn't leave my wife alone with our newborn baby. My mother drove to see him the next day and FaceTimed me from his bedside so I could say goodbye. Even though his face was unresponsive, I told him I loved him and that I'd see him soon. A couple of hours later, Matt was gone.